Morning, ladies and gentlemen. The Conference of Presidents, that's a conference of the chairmen and chairwomen of the parliamentary groups in the European Parliament. Started the meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning. We just finished the meeting. The Parliament has decided to meet on Tuesday morning, 10 o'clock, to a part session here in the European Parliament and to adopt a resolution assessing the outcome of the referendum of today and describing the necessary next steps of the European institutions, especially of the European Parliament itself. In the whole process after that referendum, the European Parliament is, on the basis of Article 50 of the treaty, fully involved in all the next steps, and I underline that therefore the European Parliament will also play an active role in that process. The group leaders agreed that in preparing of the meeting that will happen in some minutes in the Parlement between the President of the Commission, President of the Council, Donald Tusk, and the President of the Council of the Union in office, Mark Rutte, that in preparing that meeting, the line of the European Parliament is quite clear. We are very sad about the decision of the voters in the United Kingdom, but it is a sovereign expression of the will of British voters to leave the European Union. This is a difficult moment for both sides, for the European Union as for the United Kingdom. We have now, from a legal and from a procedural point of view, to assess what are the necessary next steps. We took note about the announcement of Prime Minister Cameron just some minutes ago to step down, but only in October. And that will create for sure a debate also in the next meeting about the content of the declaration of the British Prime Minister in the next Council on Tuesday next week. And I will therefore carefully assess, together with my colleagues, the President of the other institution, what does it mean for triggering Article 50. And we in the European Parliament are prepared to contribute with all our means to a constructive process. And the group leaders, with an overwhelming majority representing the overwhelming majority of the members of the European Parliament, underlined that stability is needed on both sides. Stability means also stability within the European Union and amongst the 27 member states. And I want to repeat what was described in the settlement, which is now null and void after the decision of the British voters. Both sides should respect mutually their different views. Now the United Kingdom decided to leave, and therefore the member states who remain in the European Union must discuss how to improve the European Union and how to protect, especially the Eurozone countries, how to protect the Eurozone in the next coming month, to protect against what is happening already now with the pound, what is already happening on the international markets. In that time, we are entering in turbulent times. We need stability, and that's what I hope what will be the outcome of the next meetings of the Council, of the European Parliament, of the Commission, and of the meeting just ahead. And I think after the meeting of the 4 presidents, we will report to you in a more intensive way what are the next necessary and foreseeable steps. Thank you very much.
But it's a clear decision, and we respect it at the end. That means for us that the negotiations between the European Union and the British government must immediately start. So we as EPP support fully the line of the Conference of Presidents, which Martin Schulz mentioned today and underlined today. The negotiations must immediately start. We need clarity. We have to avoid any kind of uncertainty, and that means we cannot wait till the British Tory governing party is electing a new Prime Minister. So we ask for immediate start of these negotiations. As EPP Group, for us is a second important point that this is mainly a British decision, and this is first of all a British problem. We see today that the pound lost value and not the euro so much. That shows clearly that this is mainly a British question, a British problem which has to be answered now by the British government. A third element is for us that after the decision of the British people, there must be inside of the European Union and the institutions, among the national leaders, among the member states and amongst the people, there must be a kind of a reflection period, what we have to do a better job. And one of the elements we want to do is, as EPP Group, that one of the questions which were raised in the debate in Great Britain was the democratic element on European level, that the people must decide in which direction this continent will go. And that means for us, having this debate in mind, that we want to strengthen the European Parliament, the parliamentarism on European level, that those decisions we are doing on European level must be have a democratic legitimacy based in the European Parliament. So these are the most important things, and probably you have some questions.
You said sorry, Catherine Feore, EU reporter, you said the British people had voted to leave. There is one group that notably didn't vote, and that's the Scottish voters. Would you welcome an independent Scotland joining the European Union? Also, Sinn Féin has said they would like to see a referendum in Northern Ireland, another region that has voted for Remain. Would you like to see a united Ireland be part of the EU?
First of all, we have an average, let me say, of the outcome from Great Britain, and that is to leave the European Union. And that is, first of all, what we respect. When there are upcoming decisions on the national level, so on the Scottish level, on the Northern Ireland level, to go another way, like England and Wales, this is first up to them. But Europe is open for new member states. That's totally clear. And those who want to stay are welcomed in the European Union. But it's not our job to do such things. It's the job of the Scots and the British people, generally speaking, Great Britain, to decide about their future. Again, I have to say, the bigger problem is on the island. The bigger problem is in London and is in Great Britain. And we have to think in the European Union about a reflection period. But first of all, we need a clear message from Great Britain. Thanks so much.